Fresh from the showcase here at Swiss Watch Expo, today we have quite possibly the most exclusive and rare Omega we've ever sold. And I'm going to tell you exactly what makes this watch so special right now. We've had a ton of special Omegas in my time here at Swiss Watch Expo. This might be the most special and for a very different reason. This here is a limited edition 1948 Seamaster in platinum. Now this is an homage to the original 1948. This isn't actually an 80-something-year-old watch that I'm holding in my hand, but this is incredibly special introduction into the Omega line, and it is an incredibly rare piece and also very much in keeping with the original design of the original Seamaster for people who know your Omega history. For those that don't, just a very, very brief rundown. The Seamaster was introduced in 1948. This was the first dive watch Omega ever made, and basically Swiss watchmaking and Omega as a brand remained forever changed since then. It's quite possibly the most popular line. They've since have a ton and tons of different spin-offs and branches off, from the Aquaterras to the Planet Oceans and so many other references in between. But this here is an homage to the original. In 2018, it was introduced both in stainless steel, which is a bit more common, but this is the Platinum Edition, limited to only 70 pieces and at a very, very hefty MSRP, especially from Omega. You can tell this is going to be the cornerstone of anyone's Omega collection. And for a lot of reasons, this is a fantastic watch, not just aesthetically, but we will go ahead and break that down first. 38 millimeter case, so this one's going to be slightly larger than I believe the original Seamasters of 48, but of course that can be expected from about anything from this era. But shape-wise, remains essentially unchanged. This does have a sapphire crystal here, which is slightly raised. So that is one of the things that's going to make it a little more durable than the original. But as rare as this piece is, as inexpensive as this piece is, you're definitely going to want to care for it regardless. If you look, the dial, very traditional. It was available in both a small seconds and a big center seconds hand. This here, the small seconds, of course. The dial is made with Sedna rose gold, which is a beautiful, beautiful color, whether it's used throughout the entire case or just in the markers and dials here. Other than that, we do have very simple traditional sword hands. Again, this is very in keeping with a sort of nouveau vintage type of design, and a slightly thicker case too, and that's to house a more modern movement. The movement inside here, which we'll go ahead and turn around to the back. Now this is a completely unworn watch, so unfortunately it is slightly obscured by this sticker here, but we definitely don't want to take that off. We'll leave that to whichever lucky person ends up purchasing this. But I think you can see the outline here of both a plane and a boat, both sea and air. And this is a beautiful exhibition case back exhibiting this caliber here. One thing that was available only in this super rare Platinum Edition is the rose gold rotor and I believe spring wheel, and it looks like another plate here, all made in 18 karat Sedna gold. That's only available in this edition. The more common steel ones are going to have just more of a plain steel sort of factor. And of course, beautiful looking snakeskin, I believe, Omega strap. Is definitely some sort of reptile. And of course, this watch is, well, traditionally a dive watch, and it is water resistant to 60 meters, not 300 like most Seamasters you'll see now. Let's be honest, you're crazy if you're diving in this watch. I think you're crazy. I might not even sell the watch to you. You should not do that in this. This is definitely a piece that's meant to be admired. It's not even meant to be an everyday piece. As you can tell, this one's completely unworn. The model itself is, I believe, 3 or 4 years old based on when they introduced it. But you can tell this is a piece that's going to be cared for, going to be worn seldomly, if at all, and a piece that could be worth a ton more in the future. This is one of, if not the rarest Omega I've ever had the privilege of holding in my hand. It's a beautiful watch, and it is telling that this works very well as a modern dress piece, even though it is an homage to perhaps one of the most classic dive models out there. Fact is, you're probably an Omega collector if you're interested in this, or you're looking for a very stunning piece that's going to be very rare and is going to be just a real point of pride in your collection. And this is one you could consider. It gets in no better condition than this, and I don't think you can find many Omegas that are rare or more exclusive than this. Of course, if you're looking for a rare collection piece to really round out or to find that holy grail, we've probably got it or can get it. Or if you're looking for something a little more common, of course, we've got great prices and great deals on a variety of brands and a variety of models. But if you want to find out the interesting stuff we're getting in from week to week, subscribe to the channel and give us a call. Ask us, we'll tell you what we've got at SwissWatchExpo.com.